Going to get more difficult as we go through the week, but all UK mammals this week. Now, we like to feature young people on our broadcast. We've had a number of really top young people so far. It's now time to bring you Kabir Kaul. Now, Kabir is a remarkable young naturalist. He's an ambassador for the Cameron Bespoker Trust. Cameron Bespoker Trust works with young people to enable them to access wildlife, particularly birds. He's an RSPB youth counsellor. He's the London National Park champion, and last year, he won the BTO's Marsh Award, the Young Marsh Award. He is a brilliant birder. I've had the pleasure of meeting him on a number of occasions. His enthusiasm is infectious. And here he is telling us what he's been getting up to during the lockdown.
Hi everyone, I'm Kabir, and I'd love to share with you a few things I've been doing during the lockdown. One of the main things I've been doing is birding from my bathroom window, and that's proved to be quite successful. Many of you will remember the recent influx of common scoters we've had, and I was lucky enough to hear them. I've also been brushing up on my bird calls, and that's allowed me to identify a willow warbler, which is a first for the garden, and you can hear them singing at this time of year. I've also recorded my sightings in my notebook, and I've recorded over 20 species. Now I'd love to show you a few things around my garden. This is my wildlife pond, and as you can see, it's a giant container. And these are available on wetland conservation websites such as WWT. And what's great about this particular pond is that there's no digging required, and it reenacts a real-life wetland. So it's got a shallow end, a deep end, and a lovely marshy area too, and it really stands out at this time of year. Now the pond has become residence to a frog and a newt, but unfortunately we've had a massive cat problem too. So to solve that, I got an RSPB cat deterrent. But don't worry, these do not harm cats, nor do they harm other garden wildlife, such as hedgehogs and birds. We've got a feeding station here too, with sunflower hearts, suet balls and table mix too, attracting many species. And these nest boxes here provide a home for blue and grey tits. Historically, we have had a pair of blue tits nesting, and it was wonderful to see the fledglings fly out to start their new lives. And this camera trap over here has recorded the antics of the local foxes during the night. This is the ground feeder, and it acts as a safe refuge for the smaller birds to feed without disturbance from squirrels and London's parakeets. The buggy nibbles and the mealworms here attract a whole host of species, including robins, blue tits, and also the occasional blackcap, which likes to bathe in the water source here. Self-isolation can be very hard, but I found that just looking for the birds and other wildlife around my garden has really improved my well-being, and I'm sure it'll improve yours too. So keep an eye out for the wildlife on your doorstep.
Fantastic.
So good.
I know, he's absolutely brilliant. He's so enthusiastic. Every time I've met Kabir, he's been just telling me loads of stuff, just flooding out of him, all of his enthusiasm, which is absolutely fantastic. You can follow him on Twitter at Call of the Wild. Now, it's not called C-A-L-L, it's K-A-U-L. That's his name. Call, K-A-U-L, of the Wild UK on Twitter. Follow him there and you'll catch up with all of his marvellous antics.
And they are marvellous.
It's great.
So last week we had a new arrival, if you can